if he does not now steadily undermine and destroy and take over in some other way the Wagner group, and then make sure Prigozhin ends up dead in the coming weeks or months, then I think the system will collapse.
Do you conclude from this that Putin is ultimately toast? He might not be toast this weekend. It might not be in the next couple of months, but ultimately he's now been marked as someone who's weak. He's now been marked as someone who can be challenged, and therefore ultimately this only ends one way for him.
Well, not quite one way. Yeah, I mean, I tend to that argument, but of course we don't know for sure. We can't know for sure what will happen. He's in a much weaker position. The question is, can he reassert control in a system that rests entirely on fear and corruption? Now, in a system which is fear and corruption, unless the dictator at the center has a monopoly on fear and has his tentacles all over all the corruption, well, then the system collapses. The dictatorship collapses. And so if he does not now steadily undermine and destroy and take over in some other way the Wagner group, and then make sure Prigozhin ends up dead in the coming weeks or months, then I think the system will collapse, because it's fear, the control of fear and corruption will have gone. So I think he's not quite toast, but he's definitely, he's sliding into the toaster as things stand at the moment.
And does he need so he'll either have to purge, you would have thought, and this may be good for Ukraine in the end, he'll either have to purge the Wagner group and the leaders that may be sympathetic towards it in that very Russian way that when a paranoid leader has that problem, they tend to have to take action.
Well, they do. That is what they have done throughout history. Yes, I talk in my column about what Peter the Great did with a very similar rebellion, uncannily similar rebellion in 1707. And they all ended up hanging from nooses on rafts floating down the Don so that people downriver could see what happened if you challenged the Tsar. And that Putin will need to do that if he is going to have any hope of reasserting his authority. Of course, it's much better if they all destroy each other, Putin and Prigozhin, and that somehow at the end of that, the war comes to an end. But this is the thing to watch, I think, how he now gets his revenge, whether he's able to do so. And if he's not able to get his revenge, then the next time there's a problem, all the people who are doubtful, all the people in security services and the army who weren't sure which side to be on, they will all get him next time. They will join the rebels next time.